games. It comes down to some of these details. I thought obviously our slow start offensively was detail oriented. A couple of missed assignments here and there. Some of the precision in the first half went there. Getting off the field on third down defensively. That showed up, but we regrouped at halftime. Made a couple of tweaks, emphasized a couple of different things offensively, and man, these guys continue to play. I appreciate their effort now. It's a four-quarter battle, and we thought it would be, and it was. Details on the special teams end. I mean, it comes down to they can make a kick, and we got one block. And, it's closer, but obviously not where we want to be. I do think we had some guys stand out and play really, really good football. I think we got a receiver that's as good as anybody. That guy just shows up all the time. Tam, really defensively, held their own for the most part against a style of play that possesses the ball and makes it physical and got some length and things. And so I was proud of those guys at times. Just wasn't enough. I do give some credit to that program. Got a ton of respect for David Shaw. And, the first half especially was his style of play the whole time. And they've done a good job for a long time. Appreciate the crowd. I thought they made a difference. When we got the thing closer, the crowd got into it and had a good amount of people out there. So obviously very disappointing, but we're going to go back to work and try to improve next week.
Questions? Jake?
At halftime, did you consider going to Tristan and what got Jake going in the second half?
We did not talk about going to Tristan. We did want to emphasize a little bit more of the play action pass in the second half and got away from that in the first. The first half was just limited possessions too. Like we weren't having a bunch of time with the ball. So we weren't considering making the change there. Emphasize a little more of the play action pass. Thought the protection got a little bit better for Jake too in the second half.
Jonathan, obviously you mentioned it a few minutes ago, but you talked about the run defense. In terms of, Oregon State as a whole, one of the better run defense performance games they've had in a while, just, whether it's fourth down stops or holding them on the goal line. In terms of, who Stanford is and what their style is that a big positive you can take away that you can tell the guys, hey, this is a really good Stanford team. They thrived themselves on running the ball, and for the most part, run defense showed up.
Yeah, I think you can always build some confidence after every game in different aspects, win or lose. Obviously, it's not all bad just because you came up 3 points short. I do think we've made some strides there. These guys are trying to make it physical up front, and they did at times. There's still some opportunities for better, like getting some turnovers, but it was improved.
Offensively, aside from Cal Poly, we haven't seen 4 quarters. The offense put together 4 quarters. What do you have to do to get that, where you can see 4 quarters of production?
Yeah, I think that a lot of offense. It comes down to like all 11 guys being exact. They're doing their job, but also the details that come with that specific assignment, and we haven't gotten to that. And that's a little bit of offensive football. It's sometimes hard to get all 11 guys going. We've had some production. I'm not down on those guys at all, but we definitely want to be a consistent offense to be able to outscore some of our opponents.
Jonathan, one of the big plays in the game was the penalty for Rasheed jumping over center, and then they wind up with a touchdown on that. Do you think he knew the rule of that? Because it's not a play you see a lot.
No, it's not, and I'm pretty confident he knows the rule. I got to see it on tape for exactly what happened. They described it to me that he really jumped on the back of another player, which you can't do. Now, if you're trying to split the gap or jump in between the gap, you can do that.
Okay.
But I got to see it on tape.
You were very upset on their last drive and kind of went out on the field for a minute. What was it that you were upset about?
It looked like a holding call to me, and I was letting them know it.
Did you consider going for 2 on your last touchdown?
I did. We were having a conversation on it because they were reviewing AP's touchdown right there. But we had the crowd in it, and I thought we were playing pretty well defensively. There was still about 1:50 and whatnot. So I did consider it, but we felt how we were playing defensively with the crowd in it, wanted the extra period.
You turned to AP a lot tonight. Is Jamar, or was he just not quite ready to go?
Jamar was, he's toughing it out and got himself ready to go in this game and carried it a couple of times. It was not feeling right for him, and so that's when we leaned on AP.
Oregon State hasn't won a home Pac-12 game since 2016. What do you say the crowd and the players to keep them fighting and going forward?
So we got opportunities moving forward. We got more home games. We're not sitting there emphasizing last year, 2 years, whatever, 16 or whatnot. These guys are going to go back to work. I'm confident in that group that we'll continue to tighten it up and try to get over the hump.
Coach, after that BJ Baylor touchdown brought you guys back in the game, seemed like he had the ball in some sort of weird fiasco on the kickoff. What did you see on that play?
Yeah, I didn't see a whole lot. I mean, there's a lot of guys. I was watching the review, and it just didn't look like we got a great angle on it, and that's why they had to call stand.
And getting back in that game, your team found a lot of success through the air. That kind of performance give you a little bit more confidence in what you guys might be able to do in the pass game going forward?
Yeah, I think we're confident in throwing it, and it wasn't just Hodge. It was nice to see a couple other guys make some catches and do some things. I thought Brian did a nice job in the second half of having some variety in our protection, whether it was free releasing everybody, play action pass, or with Max blocking. And so we feel like we can throw it and run it. We just got to do it consistently for 60 minutes.
Jonathan, you mentioned it a little bit, but just how much of a backbreaker was it after scoring that touchdown to see Stanford almost eat up all the field, taking that kick return back and kind of putting your defense in a really tough situation?
Yeah, the kickoff return was a huge one to start. I mean, get it all the way to midfield like that, and then you getting all the way down there. That's where we're starting to use the timeouts to just really keep our opportunity to have some time. But that's how it comes. These games are gonna be close, and some of these details and crucial plays we got to make.
You've mentioned details quite a bit the last several weeks. Specifically, like in the first half on those third down killer third and longs they convert. Was it what's the detail there?
Screen on third and long, and then put it to the back. Our eyes are in the wrong spot. Like the detail of where the back is headed. They're a screen team. We need to know that. A couple of times earlier games, the details. There's a difference between a 12 and a 14-yard route. The timing in regards to the quarterback, and so those are the things. O-line wise, even recognizing a little bit of movement, defense front changes the call on who's blocking who. We got to tighten that up. Just because they move late, we still got to be able to execute.
Gary, wrap us up. The Devin Williams story has been big the last couple of days. Jonathan, what can you tell us about that?
Just really focused on the guys that are here in this locker room and appreciate their effort finishing these games and moving forward with these guys that are in the locker room. I'm excited to continue to coach these guys and the opportunity that's ahead of us. Okay.